You change it because it's not spoilers, because we would have expected NoisE to have won that last game, and he did not. So, moving on to game number 3. This is a best of 3. Excuse me. This is not a best of 3. Definitely not a best of 3. This is a best of 7. So, if NoisE loses here, he's not out. But he kind of needs a win. Like, really soon here, as he's digging himself farther and farther into a hole. And against a player like WandS, you just cannot afford to be in a hole. He's not going to make that many mistakes. Alright. Oh. Yeah, that's probably a really good idea, Quirnus. I did not think of that. There's so many goddamn ways to spoil a series. Alright. So. Map's gonna be Electric Circuit. Man, it's gonna be a little bit better for drop play, but NoisE hasn't even been able to get to drop play, so I don't think that the map is going to be a huge. The map hasn't made a huge difference in these games so far. NoisE is just bad having issues. Alright. So, NoisE with a very forward barracks. It's actually kind of a weird position for a barracks. I don't think it blocks the CC. Actually, it totally might block the CC. It's certainly not going to be used as part of a wall. Are we 2-raxing? Maybe it doesn't block the CC. Okay, it doesn't block the CC. I thought it did. It does not. So, NoisE just wanted the forward barracks to be able to get the Marines out here faster and put a little bit of extra wall, a little bit of extra stuff up, but didn't really want to make a true wall. I don't even think those buildings are next to each other. Nope. First service going down. Little bit of an issue. Alright, so NoisE getting his bunker up. We'll be safe against any kind of aggression WandS could do in the really early game. Up until the Dragoons get range. Which is coming up for WandS pretty shortly here, actually. He skipped over his first Zealot, went straight for the Goon. Perfectly fine, perfectly fine. And NoisE is once again not making Marines. So, we're to find ourselves in a position where NoisE is just doing something a little bit off. I mean, we already saw that. We already saw that he has his expansion out. Not trying to hide anything. Man, I woke up way too early this morning. Alright. Lost train of thought. Awesome. So, engineering bay. Again, the engineering bay is a bit early. WandS really couldn't be getting DTs out now. It couldn't be delayed that much more to prevent the very earliest of DTs, but it could be prevented a little bit, or delayed a little bit. Lifting the barracks up, putting it here, I don't think that that's tight, but it certainly will help with the run by. Oh, god damn it. God damn it, man. This cast has just been terrible. Alright. So, range is done. SCV's being pulled. Sorry, I have no focus today. Started off this cast like really well, and I really wanted to put a lot of energy into it, and I was for the third, fourth place match, but then like just goddamn technical issues, completely destroying me here. All right. So first thing finally coming out for NoisE. Getting a siege mode and getting down a second factory. Now, if NoisE wants to, he can play a really turtly game here. Electric Circuit does offer you, Chain Reaction. Chain Reaction does offer you that possibility if you want to just get this up here. The issue is that you're playing turtly with a mineral only, and that can be kind of awkward for Terran. The mineral only really wants to force you to build lots of vultures, but you don't use your vultures very much if you're playing too turtly. Now, obviously, NoisE can circumvent this if he plays very turtly on 3 bases, but then is constantly dropping. Just drop to drop to drop to drop. And that might be what he's looking for here, is he's getting his starport up. Hiding it a little bit. In his other games, he hadn't been hiding it. He had been placing it just with his other buildings, but doesn't want to know that this will be the first game he goes for a starport. Observer coming in. Let's see how long it takes WandS to find it. Not long at all. No, that was pretty damn quick. At least, yeah, that observer had to have seen it. Absolutely had to have. So, it's a pretty early Stargate from WandS, and he's going on the Temple Archives too, so it looks like he just wants the fast Arbiters. Really, he hasn't put any pressure on his opponent at all. Yet, he doesn't have a very big army, so Arbiters might be a little bit of a surprise to NoisE if WandS wants to try to bust. Potentially. I don't see any turrets out in the front here. His comp sets, though. Yeah, there we go. Somebody figured out what he was trying to say there. Oh, I'm way too distracted. Way too distracted. So, one vulture dropped down at the bottom, picked up by Dragoons immediately. The other vultures are going to be dropped up at top. And this will be the first time that NoisE actually manages to get some vulture harass off. Mine hit on the goon, but only really eats 2 mines there. It does not kill it. It might have only been 1 mine. Worth of damage. So, relifts him up, drops him back into the main. This is where all the probes are right now. But still, just not able to get anything. WandS doing a very good job of shutting it down. And really, if NoisE can't get a little bit of momentum rolling, he just cannot do anything in this game. He needs to keep trying to drop here and just hope that he gets something a little bit more. Hopefully putting WandS on his back foot so he can just continue to attack and attack more and attack more and attack more. So, unfortunately, though, NoisE doesn't seem to want to do that. I was really hoping he'd come back and make another dropship, but he's giving up on it. And that's... I mean, you can clearly tell, NoisE is just feeling that nothing he can do... excuse me, nothing he can do at this point will work against WandS. Because, I mean, in the first game, his standard FD just got absolutely destroyed. And I really think that put him on tilt to a certain extent. Because in the next game, he then tried the weird M&M stuff, and that didn't work. And then he finally got to drops, but after seeing that it didn't work once, his first thought was, oh, it can't work. I need to stop doing that and try something different again. Where, against other players, he wouldn't assume that. He'd just like, oh, my drop didn't work this time. Let's go back in for round 2, and 3, and 9, and 18. And just never let up with the aggression. Now, WandS still does have slow lots. Excuse me, WandS still does have slow lots. And he doesn't have the Arbiter out yet. In fact, it looks like he's just starting Stasis. And the Arbiter hasn't even started. WandS can push here and do some damage as long as he's careful about that shuttle. But WandS is pushing, excuse me, but NoisE is pushing so slowly that I don't know if he's ever going to get there. Or at least I don't know if he's going to get there in time. Because not only is he sieging up his tank his tanks every 10 feet or so, but he's building turrets and actually waiting for the turrets to construct before making his next step forward. WandS might give an opportunity here, though. This is going to be a very hard engagement for WandS right now, as the Zealots are coming in. The Zealots are really the only thing that could do damage here, but they're coming in at a really bad angle and not hitting that many of the siege tanks. The Vultures are able to take most of them out, and WandS is pushed back. Now NoisE has taken out a large portion of WandS' army, all the Zealots, and a good number of Dragoons. This is a great time for him to start pushing if he wants to. That Arbiter, it's only 40% done. You can go. You have so many tanks. You can take out the side disruptors in the back rather quickly. Oh, but you can feel the scariness. He needs to build more missile turrets. He is slow pushing out though to get up a 4th base, and that's nice. He does have this 3rd one up in the middle only, so that's going to be a 3rd gas for NoisE. But man, could be going so much faster. He's only 10 supply behind Protoss. That is so good for him right now. And it looks like, yes, he is going to be taking out the side disruptor. Something I advocate all the time, whether or not you want to go up this ramp, you should take it out, because now WandS needs to put stuff up here. He can't let NoisE have the opportunity to move up with the tanks here, because that's going to be devastating. Can't let NoisE have the opportunity to even run some Vultures by there, because that would be devastating. He's going to be tied up 4 bases to 4 bases. And now, is NoisE going to push up, or just move with Vultures? Push or Vultures? Looks like Vultures. A lot of Vultures, in fact. He wants to be careful, does not want to leave the tanks down there, just all by themselves. Or WandS will easily be able to crush them with that army. He does now have Arbiters, but NoisE's cautiousness with the missile turrets might just pay off right here, as he's going to have amazing detection. Invisibility from the Arbiter not going to be a factor at all. Stasis, though. Stasis will be a factor. 0-0 for WandS, 1-1 for NoisE. So this game is going NoisE's way so far. But is he going to be able to finish it out? Ooh. Well, NoisE is pushing back. I'd really like to see some of these tanks start coming up here. Start shelling buildings in the main. Start putting some pressure on this 3rd base here. Doesn't have to be a whole lot, just a couple of siege tanks, but make WandS react to it as he's continuing to move up with these turrets. It's just a the cookie crumble trail of turret, 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 turret. There was another turret here that got destroyed. He's actually been investing a lot of money into turrets so far. That's 2-1, right? Or excuse me, 2-2. That is 2-2. And oh, tried to make a turret, gets destroyed by his own siege tank fire. And WandS is biding his time there, waiting for NoisE to get out of position, but that just was not going to happen. Where are the stasis? Where stasis? Stasis? Where? Why do your arbiters not have stasis? And NoisE GG's? Really? Wow, NoisE on tilt. Oh, NoisE. Like, this would be one of the greatest comebacks in the history of Brood War if NoisE could turn this around at this point.